Hey guys, it's Miss Archer. This week we are going to work on adding two-digit numbers. So some of you might have started some problems that look like this in your classroom. Maybe you haven't done this before at all. We are going to walk through it together. So let's start with a few easy ones. You can grab a piece of paper, you can do it along with me, or feel free to just watch. So if I wanted to add a number like 24 plus 13, there's lots of ways I can do it. But today we are just going to work on our breaking it apart by place value. So hopefully in your head, when you see the number 24, you're seeing 2 10s and 4 ones. Think about those as your place value blocks. If you're seeing the number 13, hopefully you're seeing 1 10 and 3 ones. So now I can take my place value blocks and I can just count them up. So I'll count all my ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have 1, 2, 3 10s. So it was a really easy one. I can just easily add my ones, easily add my 10s together. Let's try another. Let's try 43 plus 25. All right, so again, if you see the number 43, hopefully you are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 10s and 3 ones in your head. If you see the number 25, you're seeing 2 10s and 5 ones. And so now, just like we did before, we're going to add all of our ones up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. So we got the number 68. So those ones were really easy because I didn't ever have to regroup a 10 or have more than 10 ones. So let's try to make it a little bit harder for ourselves, challenge our brains, and see if we can add some bigger numbers. So let's do 27 plus 56. All right, so I'm going to use the exact same strategy I was using before, and I'm going to visualize my number in place value blocks. So 27 is really 20 plus 7, 2 10s, and 7 ones. 56 is really 50 plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s, and 6 ones. So now I'm going to do just like I did before, and I'm going to start with adding my ones. So watch what happens when I add my ones all together. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I ended up with 13 ones. Well, I can't just write the number 13 here. Only one digit can go in the ones place. So I need to figure out how I can rewrite the number 13 to make it make sense for my problem. So if you're in my class, you learn that whenever I get to 10, you scream stop at me so I can regroup it into a 10. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. I'm going to regroup all of those and add another 10. So 10 ones is the same as 1 10. I'm just changing how it looks. Now I can count how many ones I have left. 1, 2, 3. And I can put just a 3 here. Now I can add all my 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm left with 83 as my answer. Let's try another one of those. Hopefully you're seeing that you can split apart numbers into your base 10 blocks, and it's a lot easier to solve. Let's try 44 plus, let's try 44 plus 38. Okay? All right. So what should I do first? Hopefully you know that I need to break these numbers apart into their base 10. So 44 is really 40 plus 4. 4 10s and 4 ones. 38 is really 30 plus 8, 3 10s, and 8 ones. Now I can start with adding my ones. Remember, if I get to 10, you need to tell me to stop so I can regroup it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Regroup those 10 as a tens block. And I'm left with 2 ones. So I can add that in here. Now I can go and I can add my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm left with the number 82. Let's try one more before we look at what we're going to work on today as our worksheet. Let's try the numbers 38 and 24. Hopefully you know we're going to break this apart into our base 10 blocks. 38 is 30 and 8. 24 is 20 and 4. Okay, I'm going to start with adding my ones. Remember, when I get to 10, I've got to stop and regroup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Regroup. And as a tens block. And I'm left with 2 ones. Then I can count up my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my answer is 62. All right, so now we are going to look at what our work is for today. This is the worksheet that you are going to be doing to be able to practice this, but it's a little bit different because I don't want to give you all the answers. So we are going to work on this one that's a little bit different together so that we can see how to best do it. So the first thing is I can figure out what these numbers are using my base 10 blocks. So this number has 1, 2, 3, 4 tens and 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. It's the number 44. So I can write that here. My next one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So it's the number 58. Now, how can I add those two together? Well, I'm going to start with my ones, and if I get to the number 10, I'm going to stop and regroup. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to regroup those as a 10. And I'm left with 2 ones. So I can add that over here in my ones place. Then I can come back and add my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tens is the number 100, so I'm left with 102 as my answer. Let's try one more before we move to the second part. Let's figure out what our numbers are. 2 tens and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones is the number 27. 1 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones is the number 17. So I'm adding 27 plus 17. Let's start with counting our ones up. Hopefully in your head you can do this double easily, but let's count it if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to stop and regroup that. 10 ones is the same as 1 10, and then I'll count the rest of my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm left with 4 ones, so I'll put that over here on the side. Then I can go back and add my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4 tens means that my answer is 44. All right, so let's come down to the second part of the worksheet so that we can see how to do it a little bit differently. This time, I'm going to use the numbers provided and I'm going to draw the base 10 blocks. So the number 15 would look like 1 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. The number 78 would look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. I'll do the same thing by paying attention to place value and adding my ones first, stopping when I get to 10 to regroup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, stop, regroup those 10 ones, and add up how many ones I have left. 1, 2, 3. And I can put that as my answer. Then I can come back and I can add all of my 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 10s and 3 1s would be the answer, 93. Now you go and try that worksheet on your own. Let me know if you have any questions.